and gentlemen, our next bout is scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds, and it has the vacant WBA Intercontinental Super Middleweight title on the line. Let's welcome the fighters into the ring. Joining us first in the red corner, Yanina Orozco. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the blue corner, Savannah Marshall. And United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is presented to you by Ivalo Godzevs and John Verd, Cevic Sports and Entertainment, along with Hennessy Sport. Sanctioned by the WBA. The supervisor is Mariana Borisova from Bulgaria. Our three judges scoring this fight at ringside will be Vincent Dupont from France, Jordan Ezekiev from Bulgaria, and Pasquale Procopio from Canada. And the third person in the ring in charge of the actions will be the referee hailing from Bulgaria, Georgi Ivanov. Introducing to first the fighter in the red corner, wearing red and black, weighing 73 kilograms. She joins us with 4 wins and no defeats, including 1 KO victory, hailing from Las Heras, Argentina. Please welcome Yanina Orozco. And introducing her opponent in the blue corner, wearing blue and yellow, weighing 74.6 kilograms. Her record, 3 wins with 2 KO victories and no defeats. She's a former Olympian, hailing from Hartlepool, United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the silent assassin, Savannah Marshall.
So a 4th professional outing for Savannah Marshall. Huge prospect in women's boxing. One of the biggest potential fights in the women's sport is Marshall against Clarissa Shields. And Savannah Marshall from Hartlepool, now very much part of the Peter Fury camp, looking to keep building her professional reputation, Richie, to add to her considerable amateur pedigree.
Absolutely. Started well here, taking the centre of the ring, working behind a jab. She's very well schooled, is Savannah Marshall, double Olympian, remember. Boxed all over the world. This is her first outing abroad as a professional, but she's been all over the world as an amateur boxer. Very experienced indeed. She's tall, rangy, big puncher as well, Savannah Marshall. So yeah, she's got a big future, Dave.
Yeah, very heavy-handed. Up here against Yanina Orozco from Las Heras in Argentina, who's won 4 of 4. Hasn't been particularly active, but got a stoppage win 5 weeks ago. Marshall with a clear height advantage here.
One of the traps she's setting already, Savannah Marshall, very low lead hand. She's got the height and reach, remember, so she's just dropping that hand there. It's a harder punch to detect when it's thrown from the hip, is the lead hand, but also she's got, it seems as if her hands are pretty low, so she's open herself, but that's the trap that she's setting. She probably wants Orozco to come forward with that lead hand very low, her chin's open, but as you move into range, then she's going to pick you off. So that's one of the traps she's setting already, Marshall.
Really impressive punch variety in this opening round from Savannah Marshall. She looks nice and relaxed, dominating behind that jab.
A fairly quiet round for both boxers. I thought Marshall did some better stuff from the centre of the ring, gets caught with a shot there, but also delivers a left hook. And And like I said, she's fairly tall and rangy, is Savannah Marshall. Gets a lot of leverage and a lot of power in her shots.
Seconds out,
I think she took
two.
that opening round.
Well, Clarissa Shields has the IBF and WBA middleweight belts at the moment, defending them the middle of next month. But Savannah Marshall handed the legendary American her only amateur defeat, and that is why that potential matchup is so talked about as Savannah Marshall adjusts to the professional game. Orozco's made it clear, though, she's come here to fight.
Well, her problem is just literally getting past that long lead hand of Savannah Marshall. So what Orozco's got to do is she's got to quicken her feet up a little bit, Dave, and move into range there and start doing her work there, which right on cue, she had a little bit of success there. So she's got to get close to Marshall, a little bit of head movement to avoid the punches coming in. But when she's there, she gets the opportunity. She must then let her hands go.
Long left hook there from Orozco. She landed with one and missed with the other. Good footwork there from Marshall. Closed the distance and did so really effectively. And Orozco down. It was a right hook and then a left hook. And she's on shaky legs.
Yeah, good exchange there, because Sav Marshall actually took a couple of shots before then. But she just lands with a lovely right hook, left hook combination, bang on the button. The left hook especially was right on the point of the chin. Good work from Marshall there.
Another left hook there from Marshall. Orozco starting to look a little out of her depth. Very game, but getting caught here.
And Marshall really going for it now, senses victory. She's leaving herself open just a little bit. Low lead hand, so she walks onto the odd right hand over the top. But nevertheless, she's looking to land the power shots here, Marshall.
Stop. Yeah, just needs to keep her cool. One of the things you learn with experience, as Richie, I'm sure, would nod his head at.
Savannah Marshall certainly not hanging around tonight. Here it comes here. Watch this right. And then a left. There's the right. There's the left. Super punches. Right hook, left hook. And the left hook especially, like I said, right on the point of the chin. But she actually took a couple of shots herself, did Savannah Marshall,
Seconds out,
in the exchange.
round 3.
But she means business tonight.
Third round then between Savannah Marshall of Hartlepool in the blue and yellow, and Yanina Orozco of Las Heras, Argentina, in the black and the red. And the last words there from Peter Fury to Savannah Marshall were keep it long in this third round.
Sensible advice there from her coach. Look at that for a left hook again from Marshall. Technique excellent. Bringing the shots up with the right uppercut. There was one there, and then she's finishing on the left hook. But it's a mid to long range left hook also. Gets a lot of power on it, a lot of whip. And yeah, she's a big puncher, Sav Marshall.
When she gets into a rhythm as well, she's really impressive. Two more left hooks there, although that theme continuing, that she's taking a couple to land even more.
I think Orozco, Dave, is really feeling it here. She's a tough girl. She's taken some big punches.
World champion in 2012 on her 21st birthday, Savannah Marshall. From the Headland Club in Hartlepool. Said she went there because she saw all the trophies other people were winning and she wanted some for herself. Well, she's done okay. But now it's those professional belts and baubles that she's looking for. This another step on that road.
Again, power shots going in for Marshall. Stepping in, isn't she? She's really putting everything into these punches.
You can noticeably see Orozco taking a backward step. Not crazy about the footwear either, I've got to say. Orozco with those trainers on.
Another dominant round from Marshall here. Good right hand, good left hook. That's the actual point where she actually put her down. But the previous round, big left hook there that went in on the front foot, putting everything into these shots. Cracking punch that was. Yeah, very dominant indeed.
Well, back-to-back stoppages for Savannah Marshall going into this. You'd have to say she's favourite to do likewise here. 10 rounds scheduled here at super middleweight. WBA Intercontinental belt. But that's not really the point of the night. It's the bigger picture.
Well, if she was to get in again with Claressa Shields, I don't know whether it's going to be made at middle or super middle. Remember, Claressa Shields is a world champion down a division below, so she's a middleweight, isn't she? So I don't know what Savannah Marshall is thinking, whether she'll take him on at super middle or middle, but that would be the contest that everyone wants to see.
Big right hook there from Savannah Marshall. Orozco's noticeably slowed down here. Marshall, I think, senses that the stoppage is on the cards in this round. Lovely timed long right hand there from Marshall.
Yeah, what she needs to do now, Dave, is not fall in on the work and allow Orozco just to tie her up on the inside. She's landing with some real cracking punches here, is Savannah Marshall, but she's overcommitted occasionally, and if she is missing like she did there, then she's falling in and just allowing Orozco just to hold her on the inside and just to get a bit of breathing space. So Marshall needs to just measure the distance and gap a little bit better, keep those power shots going in most definitely, but she doesn't need to be falling in, just got to create a little bit of space for herself on the inside.
Comfortably winning these rounds, Savannah Marshall, as we head towards the end of the fourth. It's going to be another round in the bank. More pain here for Orozco.
It's one-way traffic at this stage for Savannah Marshall on that front foot, catching an opponent there, but just falls in there. You see, that was a good right hand, but just allows Orozco just to grab her around the back of the neck, and then she ties her up on the inside. So she's just got, like I say, measure that gap a little bit better to keep her balance. But she's got to stick to her boxing, Dave, and work behind that jab.
Well, with Claressa Shields waiting at middleweight, potentially for Marshall. Super middleweight, you have Alicia Napoleon, the WBA champion. Femke Hermans, the WBO belt holder. Franchon Cruz Dezern has the WBC belt as well. So there's plenty for Savannah Marshall to aim at. Has to get past Yanina Orozco first.
Good work again from Marshall. Just switches the attack there after leading off to the head. Just switches downstairs that left hook to the body. But I keep hearing a corner say, stick to your boxing. They want to see her work with the jab and set up those power shots. She's taking the odd risk here, Savannah Marshall, but I think she's so confident. She really feels probably she's a league above her opponent. But still, you've got to get into good habits and box with a bit of intelligence, working behind the jab, setting yourself up. Don't take too many risks, because against better opposition, you're not going to get away with them.
I think this referee, Georgi Ivanov, needs to talk to Orozco about holding some point soon. Good pressure to the body there from Marshall this time. Absolutely dominant here.
Yeah, it's probably getting a little bit too easy now. Her opponent, Orozco. She's tough. She's taking a lot of punishment, but she's there for the taking now, I feel. Another good round, Savannah Marshall on that front foot, just switches that left hook to the body after that attack to the head. But again, Orozco just ties her up on the inside. A little bit of frustration creeping in maybe for Marshall, but it is a very good display indeed. She could do with a stoppage here. I reckon Orozco is ready now for the taking.
Seconds out.
Marshall's just got to put the shots together.
Well, Yanina Orozco very slow getting up from her stool at the start here of round 6. And over the 2-minute rounds, if you're looking for that stoppage as Savannah Marshall is, you need to make your mark early. Not as long to survive, of course. Orozco having those little pockets of success.
Sometimes it can be very difficult to nail your opponent with a good shot when she keeps moving back all the time. If Orozco was to come forward, then Marshall may be able to land a good punch and catch her coming in. It doubles up the power. But Orozco is constantly on the back foot, so she's pretty difficult to nail with a good, powerful shot that's going to have that full effect.
But as is so often the case, Orozco looks the most vulnerable when she's having that little bit of success herself, and Marshall countered her well there, and then back behind that jab. Corner wanted her to double it up there. Bit of blood on the mouth there of Orozco. Missed by a long way there.
I think we've got to give Orozco a bit of credit here. She's getting through this round and actually coming forward occasionally. There you go, just walks onto that shot there from Marshall.
And then fights back with a left hook and right hand of her own.
Orozco actually landed with a couple of shots right at the end of the round, probably the best punches she's thrown in this contest so far. So she's still in there, tough girl. But again, she didn't do enough to win the round for me. Good work there from Marshall with the left hook to the body. Just misses with that right uppercut. This is where Orozco came back towards the end. Wasn't bad from her.
It's a good learning fight, this, certainly for Savannah Marshall. Yanina Orozco, that little flurry at the end of round 6. Round 7, this of a possible 10. The WBA Intercontinental belt. Into the body there, Marshall. Again, that good variety that she shows when she's looking really fluent.
I think she'll be enjoying this contest now. I think she's won almost every round. And you remember, Dave, before this contest, she'd never been past 4 rounds before. So she's getting a good workout here. Savannah Marshall. And she's showing the quality, isn't she, with those power punches.
Yeah, a word about holding, but nothing more from Georgi Ivanov. How much energy has Savannah Marshall expended in the opening 6 rounds?
I think, Dave, she's probably got a draw on the experience when she was an international amateur here. She's having everything her own way, but she probably needs her opponent to come over the front foot a little bit more. So she's got to draw her opponent onto some feints and then bring her onto the punches. Again, Orozco on that back foot, difficult sometimes to make her come forward, because if she does, then I'm sure Marshall will have more effect with those bigger shots. I think we've got to give Orozco some credit here. She's come through the storm. It was just on the belt there, that left hook. She's come through it, Orozco, and she's still there. Marshall still winning every round for me. But Orozco is proving very stubborn indeed.
Seconds out, round 8.
Three rounds to go here then for Savannah Marshall and Yanina Orozco. At the moment, it looks like it's going to go to the judges from France, from Bulgaria and from Canada. Again, she looks for the body there, Savannah Marshall. It is hard to get fights for her by all accounts. Scottish fighter Hannah Rankin said that no one hits harder than her. Orozco has taken it here, down in the second, but she's been very durable.
She is durable and very tough indeed. And considering, you know, she's boxed at super welter for most of her career, as Orozco, and all credit to her for taking this contest at super middle. Naturally the smaller boxer here. And Marshall now just missing with that shot there. She's got to concentrate on the accuracy a little bit more now.
Importantly as well, Orozco has stayed mobile here. A moving target, trapped in the corner, but trying to fight her way out of it. Good left hook there from Marshall. That found its way through.
Yeah, good left hook indeed, but again, Orozco moving backwards and just takes the sting out of the punch. But Marshall Oh, good shot, switch of attack as well from head to body there from Marshall with that left hook.
Stop. Stop. Box.
Good finish to the round as well. Powerful from Savannah Marshall.
Stop.
What are you doing? You're doing clean with that foot. No power on it. Yeah? Jab, what you want to do?
Bátelo un poquito, no tengo que vaya a los cruzos. ¿Lo tenés que tirar? Sí, bueno, pero si no tiras, no te vayas a tirar. Hay que tirar. Arriba, arriba, que tenés que salir el tronco y la derecha.
It will be on Yanina Orozco's mind now to get to the end of this contest, to actually survive. Up to now, I think she's lost every round.
Seconds out.
That was a dominant round again
9.
from Marshall, working to the body and finishing with those left hooks to the head.
Big arenas starting to fill up, but Savannah Marshall knows all about big arenas in her amateur career. And remember, she turned professional. Floyd Mayweather made her debut on the undercard of Mayweather against McGregor. Just up the pace at the start of the 9th.
This has been a real good learning contest for Savannah Marshall. She's hit her opponent with almost everything, but her opponent's still there. So I'm sure that a lot of other boxers in this division wouldn't have stood up to these punches, but Orozco, she's tough, durable, and Savannah Marshall, you know, probably looks like she's got to go to the end of this one. And like I say, good 10 rounds under her belt, that won't do her any harm at all.
And without wishing to sort of condemn Yanina Orozco to the future status of opponent, one thing she will get from a performance like this, because she's tested Marshall, is plenty of work.
Well, we forget, Dave, that going into this contest, Orozco is an undefeated boxer, isn't she? She hasn't been beaten before. She's never tasted defeat.
Stop.
But she's tough. She really is.
Box.
And I would say probably belongs in the division below.
Moving towards the final round here. A couple of useful flurries from Orozco, but Marshall dominant once again. Can't really make a case for giving Orozco a round here.
Seconds out, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the final round, round 10.
So the 10th and final round then between Savannah Marshall in the blue and yellow and Yanina Orozco, and Marshall has been on top, has dominated this fight since that knockdown in round 2. She's barely lost a second of it, but Orozco has been tough and durable. Marshall will have learned a lot.
She's won every round and she's been very dominant indeed, but she's come up against someone who's very durable, who takes a very good shot indeed. And that will make Savannah Marshall just think a little bit more now, especially in her future contests, how to work the opponent out, how to stay mentally strong. But she's throwing every punch in the book tonight, as Marshall. Good right uppercut, showed good variation, worked well with the switch of attack from head to body.
Do think the referee could have clamped down on that a bit earlier. Very obvious holding from Orozco throughout, really.
Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Box.
That jab is a punch that'll take Savannah Marshall a long way. It's the basis of everything that she does. She set up that little attack behind it. Savannah Marshall's going to make it 4 wins out of 4. Lovely right uppercut as a memory to leave us with.
Very good display indeed from Savannah Marshall, and right at the end of the contest she produces a lovely right uppercut. It was a cracking punch indeed, but she was dominant from round 1 and thoroughly deserves this victory. There was that right uppercut there, just fails to land with the left hook, but nevertheless, look at that for a shot. Good technique, well timed. He's got the power also.
Just about time to get the verdict here. It will be wide for Savannah Marshall. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Here are the score total. Jordan Ezekiev and Pasquale Procopio both had it 100 to 89. Vincent Dupas scored the bout 99 to 90. In favor of your winner by unanimous decision and the new WBA Intercontinental Super Middleweight Champion, the Silent Assassin, Savannah Marshall.
She won every round on 2 of the judges' scorecards and all but 1 on the other, convincing to make it 4 wins from 4. And a message too sent out to Clarissa Shields. Good win, good learning fight for Savannah Marshall.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a super welterweight special attraction scheduled for 6 rounds. Let's welcome the fighters into the ring. Joining us first in the red corner, Giuseppe Lowry.